Well, let me try this again. To all my Cowboy Nation fans, worldwide fans that love the Cowboys, I'm rooting for Dak because he hasn't got paid. He's the only quarterback that we've ever known to go all 4 years paid with what he was paid without a contract. He risked everything without a contract deal to try to get what he's worth. A lot of people say he's not worth $30 million. He's not worth 35. He's probably worth a measly 20, 25. But what quarterback you know has come in the league 4 years, never missed a game, never missed a practice, been there? He set records his first year. He broke dang near every Dallas record as a quarterback. He broke all of Romo records, rushing, passing yardage, touchdowns. Your great Romo. Are you Romo fans who think Romo should have stayed and would have took us further? Romo would get us back in the game and throw it at the last end. And that's just facts. Do your facts. I'm a Cowboy fan since yay high when they had the doomsday defense. If any of you can remember that, if any of you are old enough, and there's some of you that are, when they won 3 Super Bowls, I seen all 3 Super Bowl games. Emmitt Smith was our great running back then. Michael Irvin was our great playmaker receiver. You know, those were the receivers and running backs. You know, we've never had a black star quarterback ever in Dallas. And that was one thing I've always said. We never had a black quarterback in Dallas that was capable of going somewhere with Dallas. In the 4 years Dak has been a quarterback, he's made the playoffs 3 of the 4. He may not have went any further, but he made the playoffs. But he played against legends. Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is an elite quarterback. There's no mistake about it. He put a great quarterback out of his position because he's a great quarterback. So, I mean, those are just facts. So, I mean, you can't put a man down who has come in and done the things that Dak has done in Dallas. And if he leaves Dallas, it would hurt me because I'm still going to be a Cowboy fan. You know, you listen to music and you have cats that you wonder because you say, man, are you loving the music or are you loving the dude? And it makes you wonder about the cat. Dang, cat, are you really loving the music or are you loving that dude? Let me tell you something. I am married. I have beautiful kids, beautiful daughters, raising them. I have a 3-year-old. I have a 17-year-old who's about to graduate and go to college and go to nursing school. Raising beautiful kids. Love them.
I'm not chasing you, so don't run to him.
There's one of my 3-year-olds. There's my other daughter. They're beautiful kids. So, am I a Dak fan? Yes, I'm a Dak fan because I know what he's capable of. I seen when he came from college. I watched him in college. And I knew he would be a great quarterback somewhere. Never knew he would come to my team. And it was a blessing to see him come to my team. Never thought they would start him because Dallas had never had and kept a starting black quarterback ever. And if you do your history, what black quarterback have we ever kept for 4 years in a row? What? Okay, you all right, Mama? Okay. Daddy's recording because he's got to check Shannon Sharpe.
Yes,
You got to put Shannon Sharpe in a little place. He's a great man. So understand I'm not in love with no man but God. That's who I love. That's the only man I'm gonna love. Is the man upstairs. Do I love a man who has great talent? Do I admire a man? I ain't gonna say love. Do I admire a man with great talent? Yes. I played football. I came from a 1A school to a 3A school and earned a nickname because I was talented. But I knew it's not where my heart was. So I didn't pursue football. Could I have went somewhere? Maybe so. But it wasn't where my heart really was at. So I didn't devote my heart there. I took my heart into going to school half a day and making money. I wanted to work, make money. So that's where I went. I joined programs where I could go to school half a day and make a living half a day. And it taught me a lot of things in that. You know, I knew we had greater superstars, and I played with people that has played in the NFL, and I will name a few. I played with Robert Straits, who played with Baylor. I played with great players, Brad Gable, who played with Philadelphia Eagle. I played with Wayne, who played with the Indianapolis Colts. I played with some great people who played in the NFL, who were superstars. I got to play with them people, actually played football in high school. So I played with superstars who had great talent. So I know great talent. So I'm not up here just talking. I played with superstars who made it to college, who went to Baylor and then went on into the NFL. So I'm not just some Joe talking who just watches. I played football, and I played with some great people who went off into the NFL. Now, whether their career went on to something and went in, or they went into Super Bowls, I don't know. Well, I know, but that's a different story. But they played in the NFL, and I know, and I've talked to them people today. But let me tell you something, Shannon. You're hired by Fox because you are a Hall of Famer. You was a great receiver. And I heard you one day make on your show about Dak's shoulder, and you said, oh yeah, a shoulder injury is this and that. It can be painful, it can affect you, so I know. And then you came back and you made a contradiction statement saying, oh, a shoulder's nothing, you get shots and you work through it. Let me tell you something. I have injured this shoulder here, and I have to have surgery, and I have torn something in that shoulder. At times I can't lift a coffee cup to drink. So I know the pain that you can have in a shoulder. And I injured a knee. I tore my meniscus. Completely torn the meniscus. But because that meniscus was torn so long, it damaged other things in that knee. And now I have to have a second surgery on a knee. So I know the dangers and risks you take when you make injuries to shoulders and knees. So for that quarterback to get out there and just take a cortisone shot and a pain shot in the shoulder, which is a painful shot, and still get out there and try to throw a football 50 yards, that's a lot of force you gotta throw with. It's painful. Even with a cortisone shot, which I take, and a pain shot I take in that shoulder, I still have pain throughout that month. Sometimes just to pick my daughter up, or sometimes just to put a shirt on and button it up. It's still painful. So for that quarterback to still get on that field and to take a 300 and 64-pound man coming at you who can run a 440 and 4.7, 4.5, some of them, and hit you at full force, and you take that lick and hit that ground and get up and still throw a pass, it is painful. So Shannon Sharpe, you said you had both shoulders injured. One, you injured yourself, and the other man fell on the other one and injured it. How can you get up there and say, hey, he got on the field? Hey, that's his problem. No. Get off that, man. You're a Dallas hater to your heart, and all you want to do is down Dak. You have hatred for that man. You ain't looking at the guts that it took him to get up there, because most quarterbacks wouldn't even get up there. Most quarterbacks would say, oh, my shoulder's injured. I'm not going to risk up here, because if we lose, hey, I'm going to be looked at. All that's going to fall on my shoulders. Yeah, he made a lot of bad passes. I looked at the game. I watched it, and it hurt me to my heart to see my team lose to Philadelphia, who was banged up using backups to beat them. And believe me, in my house, everybody knows, my whole family knows, I'll ride with this team. I'll go down with this team. I play FanDuel. And every time, I put everything on them. Win, lose, or draw, I'm going to ride with them Cowboys. When everybody says the stack's against them, I'm going to go with them. But Shannon Sharpe, get up here on this TV show, and I wonder, they pay you because you're a Hall of Famer. You was a great player, and I'm going to give you much respect. I'm not going to get up here and try to just straight badmouth you, because you earned your respect in the NFL. But I am going to check you because you got a big mouth. Well, let me replace that. You have a mouth that they like. They know you talk mess. Maybe that's another reason you got your job, because of your mouth that loves to talk and talk loud and disrespect certain people, and that entertains. Your entertainment is what they're paying you for. And partially your knowledge of the game, because you have a lot of knowledge, and I respect that. I respect any man. I try to respect every man. And I started to get on here to try to down you and talk bad about you, but I'm not. But I am going to put some reality to you, because the Bible teaches us to respect all men, but to speak truthful to men. And I'm going to speak truthful to you, Shannon. Shannon, you are a man that needs to be checked in reality. You don't give men respect while it's due. All you try to do is downplay people. When it's not who you like, you down them. When it's who you like, you have every excuse for them. When Carson Wentz was playing bad, you gave him every excuse in the book, because it was who you liked. So you had every excuse in the world when he was playing terrible, when they yanked him out and they put a backup who took him to a Super Bowl and won it. Carson Wentz didn't win that Super Bowl. The great Carson Wentz did not win Philadelphia a Super Bowl. It was a backup quarterback who did it. And then they turned around and got rid of him. And I will promise y'all this: Philadelphia will not make it to the Super Bowl in 2019. You can bet your money on that. And Shannon Sharpe, you're down in the Cowboys, and that's fine. But you got to look at reality for what it is. When a man is paid to be the highest player in the world, who stood out of all the camps, who didn't practice none whatsoever, it affects him. I don't care who you are. You have to make every practice. You have to know every inch of the plays. You have to be able to have your body in tip-top condition, not going all over into Mexico and doing some training. No, you have to be there with your team. You have to let your team know I'm still here with you, mentally and physically. I'm down for you. Even though I'm fighting for my contract, I'm right here with you. Not cross country, because I'm fighting for some money. Yes, the industry in football is about dollar signs, but it's also about letting your team know I'm here with you. Though I'm fighting for my money, I'm fighting with you. Not coming in when it's about time to play because I got my money now. I know y'all have mouths to feed. Dak has a mouth to feed. Him and whoever his left family, because you got to remember he lost a mother. All due respect, Dak. But he plays from his heart. He plays for his mother. Because if any of y'all remember, he lost his mother during his college years. He didn't even go to her funeral. He played because that's what his mother wanted him to do. None of you look at that. None of you pay attention to that. None of you honor that. All y'all look at is what Shannon Sharpe gets on that TV and puts Dak down about. It's more than just a game. It's honor. It's respect. It's what you give to the game. In every game, you have your wins, you have your losses. You're not going to win every game all the time. But he came in his first year and he did exactly what your Kansas City quarterback done, Mahoney. And everybody was on him. But when he couldn't do it a second year, everybody want to fall off him. But you got to remember, out of 4 years, 3 years, he made the playoffs. That's more than a lot of rookie quarterbacks has done. Now, Mahoney, 2 years so far, you made the playoffs. Will you make it your third? You struggled this year. You got injured. Has Dak got injured? It took his 4th year to get an injury. But look how he got the injury. When he was dogging a 500 team, they purposely slammed that man down on his shoulder. They purposely tried to hurt that man. And he still got up and fought. Through it all, he says, I'm not giving up. I love the game too much. I'm going to give my all. A man played hurt, of course. Let me tell you something. A shoulder injury is nothing to play with. And it can be the most painful thing. I have to have surgery on this shoulder. And to lift a cup of coffee to my mouth can be the most painful thing. And I didn't tear my total rotary cup. I just tore a little something in it. But just to pick a cup of coffee and lift it to my mouth is painful. And I'm having a surgery in 2 weeks. And I get cortisone shots. And they dig deep down in. And that is the most painful thing when he's digging in there with a long needle. Just longer than that. To go in there. And then when he gives me that mixture of that numbing stuff to numb it for the pain. Oh, that hurts. This man went in before the game and at halftime to have that done. So that's a tender spot he has to deal with after the shot. What do you need?
Chicken meat.
Tell her she better stop or I'm going to deal with her. So I am going through a shoulder injury. And that's the God honest truth. So I know what Dak is going through with a shoulder injury. And to get out there and sling a ball 40-something yards, 50-something yards, he's going through something. So his passes are not going to be accurate. Shannon Sharpe, you speak one thing and then you contradict yourself on another thing. Y'all holler about how you injured your shoulder and then a shoulder don't matter nothing. Say, listen, you can't say a shoulder matters and then it don't matter. Speak one or don't speak the other. You can't speak one thing and then come back and say it don't matter. Either it does or it doesn't. But that's what Fox pays you for. Your mouth. They pay you for your mouth. They also pay you for your knowledge of the game, because you have a lot of knowledge, and I tell you, I respect you because you are a Hall of Famer. You are and was. You was, but you have to understand the game has changed since you've been there. Game ain't played like you once was. Players are faster, bigger, stronger. When you was there, linemen are faster than what you was there when you was there. Quicker, stronger. Cornerbacks are. Safeties are. If you played now at the same state you was then, you would have been out probably 5 years earlier, because you wouldn't have been able to withstand what these young dudes are putting in now, and how stronger they are, and how quicker they are, and how mentally they are up here prepared for the game. You talk good, you sound good, and it's all good. And again, I respect you, but you need to be put in your place sometimes. Sometimes you get on here and you just want to entertain. Stop entertaining and speak facts. Facts is what we need in today's society, on our lives, in sports, in everything. Bible says the truth shall set you free. You want to speak truth mixed with lies, so you give partial truth, partial lie, and you ain't giving nothing but partials. Let's give all truth. If you're going to say a shoulder can hinder you, then stay on that. A shoulder can hinder you. Don't get people on your show and then you want to try to intimidate them to ride with you to go against Skip. Skip may have never played football, but he watched. He sees. He keeps up with the stats. A man who makes $90 million has to perform like a $90 million man. That's just basic facts. Because you got a $30 million man outperforming a $90 million man, and you shake your head and says it don't make sense. How? And let me tell you something about your down in Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott barely made, he ain't even gonna make $2 million when taxes get done with that $2 million. He's gonna probably walk away with $1.3 million, $1.5 million, if that much, when taxes hit him. And he outperformed some of the ones like Jared Goff, who walked away with $30 million. He outperformed Kirk Cousins, as you call him, First Cousins. He's outperformed a lot of these top paid quarterbacks. So why would you say he's not worth the money that he should be paid? Never missed a game in 4 years. Never missed a practice in 4 years. Has given himself unconditionally to the game. He could have walked off. He could have held out just like Zeke. But no, he stayed down with his team and said, through all this, it's not about the money. I'll worry about that when it happens. But right now, I'm going to play with my team. Win, lose, or draw, I'm playing with my team. I'll let my managers handle that, and I'm going to try to handle this. Shannon, I'm not a man who has a lot. But through God, I am blessed with a lot because I have God. Second, I have family. Third, Though my health may not be 100, I have it. I'm alive. I'm above ground. Let me ask you something. Strip you of all that you got. Would you be happy? Would you be talking all that? Always bragging about on the show about you got this little barbecue stand, you gonna open up another, and you talk about what you have on there all the time and what you got. You gonna open another one because of the Cowboys, and that's all I ever hear you talk about a lot of times. Shannon, you don't play the game no more. The game done changed. From the time you played to the time now, the game has evolved 10 times, if not 20 times, sir. Stop talking so much about when you played. You played, it ain't played the same. Yeah, they may protect a little bit more. You know why? You know why they do a lot more protection of the players? Because it's a lot harder hitting. It's a lot more banging out there now than when you was out there. Players are bigger and stronger. And you always talking about what you can throw. You could not throw none of these quarterbacks. Stop saying that. Stop saying that. Stop saying something that ain't true. You up in age like me. You my age. You my age, Shannon. You may not think I'm old, Shannon. But I'm an old man. I may not look it. But trust me, I'm up there. In them 50s, close to 60s. Shannon Sharpe. You may be in your 60s, but I'm right behind you. Let me tell you something, Shannon Sharpe. Don't be a hater all your life. Be an appreciator of life. Call the shots like it is. Carson Wentz may have tad bit better skills, but he's not a better player than Dak. Many commentators have said it. You will not say it out your mouth because you hate the Cowboys so much. You hate Dak so much that you will not admit the truth. You need to let the truth come out your mouth and stop lying so much on them shows. Carson Wentz can throw higher and maybe a little bit tad further, but who leads the league in yards? Stats speak facts. That's how this rolls. That's how the league rolls. Stats speak facts. Who lead the league in yards per passing? Who lead the yards in passing yardage? It ain't Tom Breeze. It ain't Tom Brady. It ain't Mahomes. It ain't none of them. It's Dak Prescott. Almost 5,000 yard season. The same man you put down with a damaged shoulder. It took guts to get back out on that field with a damaged shoulder, a throwing shoulder on top of that. And I'm telling you, I gotta have surgery. Just had surgery on a knee. The torn meniscus in my D, because it went so long, then damaged other parts in the knee. Gotta have a second surgery. Gotta have surgery in the shoulder. Didn't tear the whole rotary cup, just tore something in the rotary cup. Forgot what it's called. I can't even lift a cup. It's hurt just to hold my phone up. Sends pain all the way down. So I know what a shoulder injury is because I'm going through it. I see a surgeon right now. Had 3 back surgeries. I have the number 2 back surgeon in the state of Texas. I have the number, 3rd surgeon for my knee and shoulder. Been blessed to have top surgeons. So I know about these injuries. You can't come telling me about, this and that. Yeah, y'all got top dollars and y'all had top surgeons. I've been blessed to have these top surgeons because I believe in the man upstairs, God. So I'm coming to you with respect. I'm not cussing and doing like a lot of haters, but I'm coming to you because you need to be checked. You need to be checked because of your mouth. You get on these shows, that's what they pay you for, because of your mouth. I think they give you a check because you have a lot of knowledge, but they pay you $75 because of knowledge and the other because of your mouth. They know your mouth entertains. Everybody likes to hear your mouth. If you was to tone your mouth down, you might lose your job. Did you ever think about that? Go in there and just be peaceful and just talk facts. You lose your job. Oh, he ain't entertaining no more. He ain't talking mess no more. We got to get rid of him. We need somebody else. Think about that sometimes. It's an entertainment business. You're entertaining. You're doing what they want you to do. You don't go in there and speak facts. You mix facts with lies. You give people partial facts and you mix it with lies and you get loud with it, like I'm getting loud so people can hear. Just like when you said, I know a shoulder injury because I've had 2 of them. I injured one when I landed and the other one landed on one. You don't remember saying that? It is detrimental. It can cause. And then you backdoored and then you said, a shoulder is nothing. How can you say that? How can you say it don't mean nothing when you just sit up there and said you had 2 shoulder injuries and it can be dangerous. It can be affecting. It can be dangerous. It can cause problems. Then turn around and say it don't mean nothing when it comes to Dak getting on a field with a shoulder injury. Makes no sense to me. That's called double jeopardy. That's called contradicting. Excuse me, I spoke wrong. That's called contradicting yourself. Shannon, you mix facts with lies, especially when it comes to the Cowboys. I watch your show every day. You like to try to ride down on Skip when it comes to the Cowboys. Skip, I respect you to the fullest because you're like me. I get so angry. People want to get offensive because you threw Ezekiel's shirt in the trash. Let me tell you something. I took it offensive because I'm a Cowboy fan. You're a Cowboy fan. We shouldn't throw our shirts in the trash. But let me tell you something. Every shirt you buy, he get paid off of. He done already got paid off that shirt, whether it's 30 cents off that shirt or $1.50 off that shirt. So every shirt sold, he gets a percentage. He's already paid. So it doesn't matter whether you throw that shirt in the trash. He could care less personally. Because there's probably 150 more of you done threw a shirt in the trash. He done got paid. It don't matter to him. He's marketing that shirt. That's a business. Once that shirt is sold out the store, he done made money off that shirt. You think he's offended? All he's offended is when it ain't paid for and bought. What, are we confused today? I paid $40 for this one shirt. NFL gets a percent. The people get a percent who makes them. And if Dak's tied in, he gets a percent of every shirt. It's a business. This is a business, a money-making business. You think them people really give a hoot who throws a shirt in the trash after it's bought? They don't care. They done made their percent off every shirt that leaves out that store bought and sold. Because it's calculated and added up. And at the end of the year, the end of the month, they get they check off them shirts. They don't care. They're just looking at, oh, Skip threw one in the trash. I feel finished. You know what? Let me tell you something. If I'm getting a cut and 50 people bought my shirt and I got if I got $5 off every shirt and 200 bought a shirt, man, let me tell you something. I got my $5 off every shirt. You do the math. You think I care? That's just a shirt. I'm making dollars. Just imagine how many people across the country, just across 3 states done bought a shirt. You think I care? You think I'm offended? And I just got 50 million guaranteed money and 40 over, 4, 5 years? 40 more million? You think I care? This is a business of making money. Highest paid running back in the NFL. Yes, I'm a little disappointed in Zeke. He did not show the burst that he had like last year, the year before that, his first year. Why? Because he was not in his training camps like he was supposed to be. He was not in practices like he was supposed to be. When you are not in those training and practices, you lose some of those steps. You lose some of that pep. Doesn't matter about those side practices, those side little self practices and training you do. You need to be there with your team. That's where I look at my Zeke at, because he was not there with his team. Your line you paid all that money for was not up to par. They chewed that offensive line up at times. You cannot be mad at Dak when he's under pressure. When you're under pressure over 50% of the time, your line is letting you down. And Shannon, you want to get up here and just straight up talk about, why you ain't never talk about the line most of the time? You just talk about Dak. You don't talk about the line, the offensive line. Shannon, you full of, forgive me, Lord. Shannon, you need to be checked. In reality, you want to get people up there to agree to what you say. Well, I'm not your yes man. I don't get paid to say, yes, Shannon. Yes, sir, you're right. Yeah, I agree here. I don't agree with nothing you say, because you mix too many lies in with the truth. When you start telling straight truth, then I might start agreeing, because sometimes you start off with truth and then you start adding your little lies in. This ain't when you played. Stop mixing in when you played. This ain't the game you played. You 60-something years old, man. This ain't when you played no more. Talk about now. We talking about today's game. Today's game is a whole different level. That's why they got to make it safer. You know why they got to make it safer? Because it's more dangerous. It's more hard-hitting. It's more vicious in the game. Because if they don't, we run through quarterbacks, because they would hurt more quarterbacks. So let's be real, Shannon. Stop all that baloney you talking. Oh, I forget. That's what they pay you for. That mouth of yours. They really pay you for the mouth. So you can get up there and talk that mouth. Yeah, you got businesses. I don't got nothing. I'll tell you before you even say it. Oh, he talking because he ain't got nothing. He want what I got. I don't want nothing you got. I'm going to speak the truth. I don't want your money. I don't want your cars. I don't want nothing. God has blessed me just to be alive. God has blessed me to have my family. Even though I'm going through surgeries, I'm still blessed. You keep your money. Money don't make happiness. Being on TV don't make happiness. So that ain't why I'm coming at you. I'm coming at you because you lie too much. You mix lies with truth too much. You hate on people too much. You don't tell the truth about great quarterbacks. Dak is a great quarterback and will become an elite quarterback. For all you people that hate on Dallas, and I pray Dak don't leave Dallas. Because wherever he go, they're going to make that man a superstar. They're going to make him and that team a great team. Dak has always stayed out of the mess, the drama. You don't hear nothing about him. He walks that line to be well respected, to stay focused in his game, to stay fit. He's a tough running, passing quarterback. He is accurate, but throwing with a shoulder like that, you cannot be accurate. Yes, you're going to be off pass. But look at how many passes was dropped in that game. Come on, man. Amari Cooper, you dropped passes. Zeke, you should have never tapped out. If you're not injured, come on, man. You had one more play in you. You could have got that first down and then went to the sideline and got your rest. Because you got the first down, a fresh 4 downs. You could at least got 2 downs of rest. Then put Pollard in there. Pollard can go. I got trust in him. But you put him down in the wrong position, the wrong time. You had them boys on their back. They were not ready for you. For one more down, they would have not held you for that 1 yard. You tapped out. Why? Why? You have to live with that for the rest of yourself and ask, why? I'm a $50 million man, and I tapped out? Zeke a $2 million man. He ain't even a $2 million man because taxes going to eat that. So he's really a $1 million man. Final year of his contract. And Jerry, I see you trying to get rid of the black man. You always do. You never keep a black quarterback. You're going to put it on a quarterback. Before you put it on your coach, you'll put it on your quarterback. Speaking facts, what I've seen you do throughout the years. And I tell you what, there'll be a team that will snatch Dak, who will train Dak, who will take the time to teach him and make him a great quarterback somewhere. And whoever get Dak, I promise you their team will be outstanding. And all I can say to that is, woe to us. Our backup is trash. I'm just going to speak facts. Our backup ain't all that. Whoever said that, you sleepers. You ain't paying attention. They're going to have to go draft a quarterback now. You ain't got no choice if you get rid of Dak. Because all you got is Zeke. Amara, there's somebody that'll take him. So if you lose him, then what you got? You ain't got no great receiver no more. You ain't got no quarterback no more. You paid $100 million to a lineman. You paid $90 million to a running back. But you won't give your quarterback nothing. And he played hurt. He didn't tap out. He didn't say, take me to the sideline. I can't do it no more. He said, I got to do this. Everything's on the line. I'm playing hurt. Everyone talks about his inconsistency or some of the passes he overthrew, but did anyone talk about the passes they dropped that were in their hands? My coach always taught us, if a ball hit you in your hand, it's caught. No excuses. No excuses. Shannon Sharpe, I heard you say that on your show. If a ball hit your hand, it's caught. Now, why didn't you say that again in your show against Dallas? Oh, you talking about, oh, well, they were a little bit behind. Oh, they wasn't just accurate. But I heard you say once before on your show, if a ball hit your hand, it's caught. Those balls were catchable because they hit them in the hand. They hit them in the gut. I counted 10 passes myself that could have been caught that were first downs, 40-yard passes. Stop. What do you need? What do you need?
What do you want? Pink.
Go get it.
Okay.
Tell him I said give it to you. Tell him I said give it to you. Tell him Daddy said give it to you. So I don't want to hear that. If a ball can hit you in between both your hands, whether it's a little bit out, if it's a little bit up, they're catchable. Bottom line, my coach always taught us that. Ball hits you in your hand, you ain't got no excuse, you catch it. Shannon Sharpe, you said that too. Go look through some of your shows, how many times you done said that. But when it comes to Dak, oh, they were a little bit off. They weren't accurate. Oh, they were, yeah, oh, yeah, yeah. It's so full of baloney, man. You need to stop. But you ain't, because they still paying them big dollars. They take all that money from you, you might commit suicide. Oh, I know what you'll say. I got businesses. I run businesses. You lose all that. You lose that show and lose all your businesses, you commit suicide. I don't need money to be happy. I need my God to be happy. As long as I can make my kids smile, I'm good. But you, Shannon Sharpe, what really makes you happy, man? Lying on teams, lying on players, putting players down, trying to make them look bad in front of the public. You will lie on a player to get ratings, right? That's what it's about, ratings for you. You need to do some soul searching, homie. Somebody make this go viral so Shannon Sharpe can really evaluate himself when he judge football players. F's. You know Dak ain't deserved no F's in all those games. You should have been saying the line needed an F. The defense needed an F. Defense win games, homie. That's always been taught in football. When your defense can't stop an offense, what can you do? You put the offense in a bind. You put them under pressure. Oh, do you not remember the New England game against Philadelphia in the Super Bowl when Tom Brady fumbled the ball? Oh, that's your great Tom Brady you talking about. He destroys defenses. But did he destroy that defense or did that defense destroy Tom Brady? He couldn't concentrate that whole game. I watched the Super Bowl that day when Tom Brady sit up there and was just spellbounded. But you didn't talk about that. You just said he destroys defenses. But when it came to that Super Bowl that Philadelphia won, they destroyed Tom Brady. It was just so much talked about how they just discombobulated. Oh yeah, I know big words. Yes, I'm well educated, Mr. Shannon Sharpe. Discombobulated your great Tom Brady. And he did not walk away with a Super Bowl ring. Philadelphia won their Super Bowl ring, sir. Start speaking truth, man. Stop mixing truth with lies when you speak about players and teams. Skip Bayless, love you, man. Love you. You speak truth. You speak stats. Stats do not lie. Stats don't lie. Skip, you don't speak stats. You just speak what you want to say. It ain't about what you want to say. You got to speak stats. When you start speaking stats, then you can say, because if we counted all them drop balls compared to all his overpasses, you got more drop balls than you got more missed passes. So get your facts right, homie. Check yourself. One day your mouth gonna wreck yourself, Shannon. Remember that. That same mouth that you using to make your money gonna end up costing you a whole lot. Words from a man who ain't got nothing and don't care about being rich and having all what you got. So don't think that. I don't care because I got beautiful kids. And we live an average life. And we good. But I have a shoulder injury. And about to have a shoulder surgery in 2 weeks. And a knee injury. I've had back surgeries. So don't come telling me about injuries and shoulders and stuff. Because I've had them too. And what you speaking, come on, man. If you're going to speak the truth about a shoulder. You ain't speaking truth about no shoulder. You want to say it can affect you, and then you want to back door and say, oh, it don't affect. Come on, man. You're not speaking truth now. Start learning to speak the truth when you speak. Speak facts. Facts will set you free, homie. Lies ain't gonna do nothing but just keep you entertaining. You about the money, homie. You ain't about speaking facts. And that, for all you Cowboy fans that see this, that is a good quarterback. That offensive line need to be checked. That defense need to be checked. All that money that was paid out to that defense and the way they played last night was ridiculous. To give up that many yards, come on now. You put your offense under pressure, hey, what can you do? You know your quarterback is injured. You know that. You can't keep him under so much pressure and he's injured, especially under his throwing shoulder. You know he's taking shots. He's taking cortisone shots. You know you have to give him as much rest as you can on that sideline. So you have to hold them. Too much money spent out on the wrong people. I ain't gonna say wrong people. Money spent out on good players. They are all excellent players. I do not regret my team. I think they're excellent players. Wrong calling maybe. Wrong plays called. But y'all didn't come out to play that game. Y'all didn't look like y'all had fire. But this ain't about my team. This was about you, Shannon. You trying to dog my team. My team is a good team. My team is a good team, Shannon. You stop lying. Start speaking facts. Skip, you speak facts. I like that. And our quarterback, Skip, is a good team. Somebody please make this go viral. Make this reach Shannon. He needs to have some reality check. Reality check, Shannon. Check yourself. Check your mouth. You can't argue with me. I ain't on your other side of the table, homie. And I played football. And I played with NFL players. Just like you. I may not have played in the NFL with them, but I played with them when they was in high school. And I watched them when they went to college. And then they made it to the NFL. Can name you their names and their teams. They were great players, man. You was a great player, a Hall of Famer. Don't disrespect you in that manner. Just disrespect you in your mouth.
Daddy? Dad.
I sign off to my Cowboy Nation fans.
Daddy.
I love y'all to death. I love my
Dad.
Cowboys. Nothing will never change that. Love them Cowboys. Win, lose, or draw. If they don't make it to the Super Bowl, never. I'm going to love them.
Dad.
Sign off.